This video will walk you through running a monthly report from ManyView software. I'm going to go to Manage Records, Report Analytics. We'll scroll down to the PCR raw data query. We'll change the dates to what we want. We'll run this from September 1, September 30. Then we'll come down here and we're actually going to take out and only see A, B, and C shift. This will take out our volunteer reports that will not run now into here. We run our report. We'll select the top PCR. Then we'll use Control A to select all of the records. And then go to Control C to copy them into our Windows clipboard. Now we'll open our statistical data worksheet. So in our worksheet, all we need to do is paste the data that we just copied into cell A2. It's the one on the Data tab that's highlighted in yellow. So we can just do Control V, and that basically is all we need to do to get all of our data set to go. Let's look down through some of the reports. Percentile report. This will give us a 90th percentile, average, and median for all of the calls that we ran. If you want to change this and see where you would be at 85% or 75%, all you need to do is change the percentage here, and this will tell you where you were 75% of the time. If we were to run that at 50% of the time, that would actually match our median, which would give us the exact middle of our data. So by keeping this at 90%, that gives us our 90th percentile on our first line, along with our average and median times. EMS by triage code gives everything, but it also gives us blank too. And I'm going to show you how to get rid of the blank values in just a few minutes. EMS by zone. Monthly destinations and how many certain people. And again, we have blank in here, and we can actually get rid of blank. On this one, because it's a pivot table and not a pivot chart, we can remove the blank, select OK, and that will then take our number of blank and not reported destinations out. We can move along to our monthly report times, and again, this gives us the average shoot time, scene time, transport, turnaround, and average overall times for each of our types of service requests. Calls by district, and this will actually do a comparison. If we run more than 1 month, it will give us any of the number of months that we've selected. I've added a couple of other quick ones in here. Calls by hour, this tells us by hour of the day when we're the busiest. I also added in calls by day of the week. So you can start tracking trends of how busy you are by the day and by the month. We get into these district by pivot here. This tells me this basically points back to the graph that had the calls by district. Calls for triage. So this is the triage graph. And basically, we don't want to see those blank values. That was in that original one I was showing you. So we basically take out the blank value that we have. If I go back to that EMS by triage code, you'll see now it will show me just the values that I want to see and not the blank values as well. Once we are done with that, we want to make sure we go to File and Save As. Give it a location, and then we want to rename this so that we can reuse this statistical report next month when we run it again. So this I might keep as September 2018, and now I've got the report saved, and I can use it again, the original one, for my next month's reports. Hopefully this will help you get better data faster out of ManyView software.